the Class 1A state champions for 2015. Coach, any comments you want to make, and then we'll open up to questions. Coach Brent Hubbard.
No, I'm just extremely proud of the guys that we brought up, and they did a good job, not only this year but the last couple. And but this is a good group of seniors. We've got some underclassmen that are very valuable to our program, and we thank our fans and everybody for turning out, and just extremely proud of these guys.
Any questions for coach or players?
Coach, can you let one of your students or players talk about the experience of being able to play in Bryant-Denny and the atmosphere and everything?
They probably all will. Go ahead.
Corey, sorry.
Corey, you do.
The experience was amazing. Last time we came down, I think 2 years ago, we took a big loss, but this year it's great to be in Alabama and get a big win. So I enjoyed the whole road, being in the hotel with the brothers. Actually, this is my room right beside me, and I enjoyed it all the way. And even got a chance to catch some of the basketball games, so I enjoyed it.
Anybody else want to make a comment on that? Okay. Other questions for players or coach? Hang on.
Brent, everybody knew that you guys are a running team, that you guys were going to turn around and hand it to Terrence a bunch. What allowed you guys to run the ball so well here today?
Our offensive line, most definitely. That's one of our strong points, has been all year. We came in, and it was something we needed to work on early in the season. And those five guys up front, they got better every week. And then we hit the playoffs, and they were probably one of the best offensive lines that I've ever coached. And they did a great job.
Coach, I know you were pretty much in control of the game pretty much the entire time, but any time that Cedar Bluff, whenever they would score or anything, you guys would answer. Just talk about, your team answering whenever Cedar Bluff would, score or anything and get a big play. I mean, your team would answer.
Yeah, first of all, they score because they're 12-1. They're in the state championship game. They're a good football team. They got some good football players, and they got some big old boys. And but now our guys, on the other hand, it's a testament to what they've done all year and what they've done the senior groups, what they've done for the last 3 years. They're not going to quit either, and they weren't going to let it slip away. So they were just going to fight back and let's put it right back in the end zone.
Questions for player or coach?
This is a question for the seniors. Can you just talk about the difference, the run that you made this year compared to last year, the fact that you are seniors, and maybe how your role changed?
Our roles really didn't change much. I guess every year we have a new team. This year we had a lot of young guys, and over the season everybody matured a little bit, and actually they became more so the leaders than last year's underclassmen and everything. So they took on a big role, and they stepped up this year.
Terrence, it would have been hard for you to match what you did last year, but you didn't match it. You exceeded it. What was just talk about this game that you had and what allowed you to have that success?
First off, my offensive line, the best offensive line that I ever seen, and the best offensive line I ever played with. And Coach having faith in me. After I took a couple of big hits, he still came back, asked me did I want to run it. I told him yes, sir. So I pounded down the throat.
You looked like you were a little emotional there as you were hugging your teammates, waiting for the trophy. What was going through your head?
People counted us out. People said that we wouldn't make it. People said that we're too cocky and didn't have enough fight in us. Too little, too small, too weak, and every other thing that you can.
I don't think they watched you play.
Yeah.
Other questions?
This is for Trevor. You guys really seem to find it after the Tanner loss. What did you see in the locker room? Now that you've completed the journey, that really changed in the mindset.
What we saw was want to after we got beat. I mean, after the loss, we were just devastated because we lost. But since we lost, we understood that anybody could beat us. So once we got that mindset, nobody was going to beat us.
Playing a tough schedule like y'all have on the offs, not in y'all conference though. Y'all conference kind of got y'all where y'all are. Playing that tough schedule, what do you take from that tough schedule to today?
We know playing a tough schedule. Our non-region games, we're going to probably try to find the best guys or best teams that we can go out and play. It's not about winning or losing those games. It's about testing yourself and getting ready. You get into playoffs, those games are going to get tough, and you better have been there before. And that's what those games did for us. Playing in Florida against Northview, playing Tanner, playing Sweetwater, playing teams like that. Good coach teams that are physical and good football teams, and we feel like that prepares us when we get to the playoffs.
Coach, can you talk about Terrence and just what he's been able to accomplish in especially these last two championship games? I mean, 600 yards and 10 TDs or something like that. I don't even know.
Right. Well, Terrence is a tremendous athlete. He has great vision. He does a great job with the football in his hands. He seems to find those little creases and does a good job with it. He has good speed, and I'm glad he's back again next year.
Any other questions for players or coach? Okay.
For Nicholas and Terrence and Trevor, if you want to add, the offense really seemed to be an offensive game. It kind of developed into that as an offense. Is that something that you have learned to embrace? Now that you've been playing for a while now.
Earlier in the season, before we lost to Tanner, we weren't playing well as a team, and a lot of times our offense wouldn't ever get to clicking, and our defense would pick up the slack and bail us out a lot. But after our loss, offense started stepping up a lot, and a lot of that goes to the offensive line. I mean, every week, every day at practice, they got better and better and better, and if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do anything.
Well, Coach, congratulations. It's been a great season, another great season, and I know y'all want to get back with your teammates. If there's any